Arrowhead Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Miller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he works free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Cousins' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second and 10, Hurts. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within. Tying this thing up. And Sean, let's go for 2 on this one. They're going to try and run. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Racey McMath, 91 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Cousins. He's able to find Miller. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
First down, Saints.
Throwing is Hurts. The toss here completed to Pittman. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in. Gives his guys an 8-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins to the right side, complete to Miller. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the 1st interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Hurts. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Racey McMath. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, we've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins now. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. Now Cousins. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. And it's a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts sets up to throw it. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start looping.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Cousins throw taken in by Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Play fake. Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete here on target to Tonyan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a...
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense. Maybe
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big.
At a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Throwing is Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He completes it to Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Slide for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.